Guys, look what this little demon dog did earlier. Yeah, he's cute. Yes, he's cuddly. Yes, he's adorable. But he's also a little demon, and he chewed the pants off my Hellraiser Funko. And yeah, do you see what you did? You need to be shamed. You need to be publicly shamed. You understand that? Look what you did, you demon. You chewed his dick off. And he didn't even have a dick. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Justin here as always. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today to talk about Halloween 2018. But before we get started, guys, I want to give a huge shout out and thank all of the new subscribers to join the channel. There's been a swell of support, especially within my last few videos. Because of you guys liking, commenting, and subscribing, YouTube has decided that a couple of my videos have been worthy of pushing out in the algorithm. So thank you to all of the new channel subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to talking with all of you guys about a bunch of stuff this October and in the future. I started this channel to have conversations with people and to meet people, talk about movies, and it's been great talking with you guys. There's been some folks who haven't been so happy with me in a couple of my recent reviews. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you do enjoy this video, please do like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. I look forward to talking to all of you guys. It does suck that I missed some comments, so if I do miss them, I apologize. I try to get to every single one, but sometimes it's just impossible. But for all of you new subscribers who have decided to hop into my weird little world and talk about movies with me, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I also just want to say, because this review is going to lean a little bit more to the negative side, I just want to let you guys know that these are just my opinions. My opinions should not affect your enjoyment of this movie at all. I hope to talk with you guys about it and discuss this movie in a friendly way. This is all just fun. We're just talking about movies. Regardless of my opinion or anybody's negative opinions about said movie, at the end of the day, a movie like Halloween, a movie like Hellraiser, which I fielded a ton of hate comments, that was a good time. Regardless of negative thoughts about a movie, any successful horror movie is a net positive for horror fans. That's so important to say. And also, I realize and I want to acknowledge how difficult it is for movies to get made and to be put in front of an audience. So even though I may not enjoy a movie, or anybody may not enjoy a movie, it doesn't make them a demon on earth for not enjoying a movie. It doesn't take away from your enjoyment of the movie. It opens up a conversation, and that's what this is all about. That's why I started this channel, to have conversations. So just at the end of the day, please be respectful in the comments. Remember, these are only opinions. This is all in good fun. That being said, I don't just hate on movies. Like I said, I fielded a lot of hateful comments in my Hellraiser review. It's okay. I just didn't like that movie that much, and that's okay. As with anybody, not every horror fan likes every movie ever made. So you think that some of these people who wrote these comments under my recent Hellraiser review, you would have thought they wrote the damn movie or they directed the damn movie. Don't let me take away from your enjoyment. This is all in good fun. That being said, I want to shine some light on some movies that I absolutely loved, and I've linked a couple of my most recent reviews for movies that I think you should see that I absolutely loved. Pearl, X, Barbarian, most recently Terrifier 2, which may be in my top 5 slashers of all time at this point. I fucking love that movie. That movie was a movie that was made for just a couple $100,000, and just recently it cleared almost $1.5 million in the theater. Absolutely incredible. So I always hate when somebody finds my channel for the first time under a negative review. That's always a bummer. I try to mostly talk about movies that I love, but when I talk about new horror, there's just gonna be some things that I don't enjoy. So just keep that in mind. Be respectful in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's talk about some movies. With all that being said, let's spit roast this bitch and talk about Halloween 2018. First off, I do want to say a couple positive things about this movie before we begin, because it's not all bad. The performances in this movie, pretty much all across the board, even the comedic stuff, which I didn't really care for in this movie, we'll get into that. All of those actors and those performances are fine. They just, some of the comedic elements feel out of place. We'll get into that. But as far as the performances, especially Jamie Lee Curtis, she's fantastic in this movie. Judy Greer, Andy Matichak, all of the performances are great all across the board. Like I said, even when I don't like what these characters characters are doing. I don't like all the writing and all of the dialogue and the general feeling of the film being unfocused. The performances are all there. Also to say, this incarnation of Michael, the mask, the performance, the menacing nature of Michael, this is easily the best Michael Myers that we have had since the original movie. In my humble opinion, I think he is a great version of Michael. The mask is so on point. It's weathered. It's old. It just looks great. I love the look of Michael Myers in this, and he is brutal. He is mean, and I cannot say anything bad about any of the performances in this movie. They're all great. Now for the small video essay portion of this video, let's get into some things that I didn't like about Halloween 2018. Any given movie is made up of moments. In a movie you're supposed to take seriously, in a movie where suspense is necessary, every minute counts, every line counts. Tone matters. The flow and the building of a story is the only thing that matters. In this movie, Halloween 2018 has zero idea or concept of what it wants or needs to be. And this starts in the opening moments with this ridiculous and quite frankly disrespectful introduction of Michael at the beginning of this movie in this awful opening scene. The scene makes absolutely zero fucking sense and it's abysmally stupid. This movie should have opened with Laurie. She's the heart of this franchise. It's monumental that she's back. Instead, we get these dumbass throwaway characters who are disposed of and forgotten immediately, these podcasters. The movie has wasted its precious time with the audience with characters that mean absolutely nothing to the story. Now we shift focus again to Laurie and her family, which is where this movie should have started from the beginning. From here on out, the film devolves even further into a chaotic mess of nonsensical, meandering bullshit. I brought up tone earlier and how every line and every moment matters. Instead of spending time with the characters we're actually supposed to care about, the writers think we need to focus more on random conversations that completely fuck up the tone of the movie. Banh mi sandwiches, peanut butter penises, guacamole, and chubbed up nerds. Kids who just want to dance instead of hunting with their crusty dad. None of this shit belongs in a Halloween movie. You can be lighthearted at times, sure, but broad, irreverent conversations between side characters don't serve the movie in any way but to divert the viewer's brain to go and look at memes on Instagram or something instead of being glued to the film that you're watching. You don't need a brilliant setup for a movie like this. You really don't. You need to establish our core characters, get Michael on the loose, and make sure that we have the stakes high enough with our main protagonist to not want them to get killed. To be honest, I didn't give a fuck about any of the people in this movie except the granddaughter and Karen, but even then, barely. They introduced too many characters that pop on the scene and then vanish for large portions of the film, and for me, the only thing that was killed was any chance of me caring about any of them. I mean, Karen is barely in this movie, and she should be the one we're most concerned about. Why am I listening to a kid wisecrack and improvise with his babysitter instead of seeing what Karen or Laurie is up to? I really don't have much positive to say about anything in this movie aside from the final battle and the final moments of the film. It's honestly the only moment I actually felt anything emotionally or felt anything suspenseful or any kind of intensity. To me, upon rewatching this film, I just felt that it's completely unfocused. It's a valiant effort by Danny McBride and David Gordon Green. I really felt that they wanted to make a good movie. I don't think that they just shit this movie out to make money, although I think that was Jason Blum. I think that was probably his main objective. But this movie, to me, as I was watching, it just seemed to jerk from one thing to the next, and it was just so unfocused. I couldn't find myself being invested in anything that was happening. Finally, once Michael came into play and interacted with our core characters, and the core characters were all together, that's when the movie felt alive. That's when the movie took shape, if you will. But I just had a hard time enjoying this movie. I wanted so much more. The performances were all there. It's the writing and the script where this movie sort of falls apart for me. So at the end of the day, I feel like there's a reason I haven't revisited this movie since 2018. It's just not that engaging to me. I don't think I'm the only person to feel this way. I think although this movie made a gajillion dollars at the box office, it was kind of a phenomenon that Jamie Lee Curtis was coming back to the series after so long. And I think everybody's curiosity really pumped those box office numbers. But to me, this is kind of just another throwaway entry in the film. There's a couple decent kills in the movie that are pretty decent. Michael is doing some crazy kills in this movie. There's some good practical effects. But other than that, I just did not find myself engaged, and I don't know the next time I will watch this movie. If I ever want to watch a Halloween movie, I'll probably just watch the original. Kills, I don't want to spoil my next review. I did enjoy Kills a little bit more than this, and I have a lot of thoughts on that movie too. I'll be dropping my review for that as well this week. Again, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this film in the comments down below. And guys, I think we're done here. Stay weird. Remember to always be yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Wait till she tastes this.
Can I help?
No, everything is under control. Oh, Peter Pan.
Something smells very good in there.
Only 780 of the finest freshly roasted peanuts in every jar.
I'm getting hungry.
Be patient. Ooh, eat some peanut butter anytime you can. Only if it's Peter Pan.